Hi everyone, Sarah Carter, Senior Team Leader with Usborne Books and More, and today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about books that adults will enjoy as well. We're going to start with our internet-linked encyclopedias, and you'll see this is the Encyclopedia of the Ancient World. You can see that it has beautiful photographs interspersed with lots of great information and drawings. This is a really great reference to have. It refers to Mesopotamia, Egypt, Greece, those ancient civilizations. And it's just a really fun read. It goes over things like how writing was first developed, how Julius Caesar was murdered and why. Lots of great stuff here. You'll see this is in our paperback version. It also is available in hardback as well. So I'll hold that up so you can see. This has the same amount of information as it would in paperback. It just depends on how flexible of a binding you want. Although the hardback is surprisingly flexible as well. So you can see it starts off with early reptiles, humans, things like that, and goes all the way up. Here's some of that ancient history. It does have different information than that Encyclopedia of the Ancient World that I just showed you. But it goes all the way up through more modern day. You can see it goes through the land of the samurai. It'll go through the Renaissance period. Lots of different things, changes in farming, all the way up through World War II. So this is a fun book to have on your bookshelf. Another great encyclopedia we offer is the Encyclopedia of Geography. Again, this is internet linked. And it talks about different habitats. If you're not very familiar with different biomes, this is really helpful, particularly if you're homeschooling your kids or your kids are coming home from school and they're asking you questions you don't know how to answer about the world around them. This can be a really helpful book for you to have. Plus, again, just beautiful illustrations and fun to read. Our next one is the Usborne Science Encyclopedia. This is the one that my science teacher husband is always trying to make off with because it's so great. You'll notice it has different QR codes in here that you can scan that tell you more about different things. I'll show you. You've got the carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, oxygen cycle, things like that. It talks about bonding. So you can see all the different aspects that it covers, different aspects of science. And this goes over physics, chemistry, biology, kind of all the major fields there, earth science, astronomy. A lot of fun to look through, particularly if you have an adult in your life that loves science. This is a good one. The next book I'm going to show you is Timelines of World History. This one's a fun read through too, and it's especially good for seeing what's going on in different areas of the world at the same time. There are some things I remember reading in this one that I had no idea happened at the same time in different areas of the world. Such as, you'll see here, it starts off with Europe, and it talks about the Punic Wars here. Meanwhile, in the Middle East, you've got the Parthian kingdom founded in Central Asia. Over here in Africa, the Romans are defeating the Carthaginians, and then in Asia and then the Americas, we have things going on as well. So it's just kind of neat to see everything all lined up at the same time. So again, if you enjoy history, this is a really fun one to have on your shelf. The next one I want to show you is the World Wars. This book combines our World War I book and our World War II book. We now only have them available in this combined volume. But this one is a great read, particularly for war buffs. Goes through World War I and World War II with lots of great descriptions of what was happening and why. Has, again, those great pictures that we're used to seeing. And this one, as you can see, is in hardback. So again, for those history buffs, this would make a great gift. Continuing in the reference section vein, let's talk about some of the other subjects that we might have a few holes in our education in, or that we maybe just enjoy. Another one of those is art. We have a couple different art books that adults can enjoy, one of which is the Usborne Book of Famous Paintings. So I'll show you. Okay, it'll give the famous painting. It'll talk a little bit about the artist. This will lead you through 35 of the best known, best loved paintings. Okay, there's another one. They'll talk about how they were made, which is fun, so you can feel like you can brush up a little bit on your art history. Again, just lots of really beautiful illustrations throughout that as well. The other art book that we have for adults to enjoy is the Usborne Book of Famous Artists. So I'll show you the table of contents so that you can see the different artists that are in this book. So lots of the big names you might recognize, but maybe you won't recognize their paintings. So here's Turner, for example. This will talk about which famous artist designed a flying machine, who produced over 900 paintings a year. Lots of great facts. Here's Manet, another fun book to enjoy. Next section that you might want to know about, the famous composers. So in the famous composers reference book, again, you've got those gorgeous illustrations, and then you have information about the Renaissance court, music in church, music at the French royal court. You have specific composers interspersed in there like Antonio Vivaldi. You go, there's Chopin. Another fun book to read. This one's a thin guy. Okay, another one in our classical music section is the USBORNE Classical Music Reference Book. And in this one actually has internet links as well so that you can flip through and enjoy some of the classical music that's being described here. I'll show you what that looks like on the inside. So if you don't know a whole lot about classical music and you'd like to know more about it, this is a nice, gentle introduction for you. Okay, my favorite reference book, of course, is The USBORNE World of Shakespeare. This one is a lot of fun because it has some really great pictures from his plays, different enactments of his plays. And as you can see, there's a lot of different information on there. It'll go through the tragedies, the comedies. It'll talk about the different themes that Shakespeare's plays talk about, problem plays, history plays. So if you don't know a whole lot about Shakespeare, but you'd like to know more, this is a really fun way to learn about him. All right, thanks for joining me today.